Okay, hello dear friends, let's have a cup of tea. And I just came back from our family travel, so I think on the plane I was thinking about some videos, and some friends sent me a message which is very, very touching. So I think let's do some of this blah blah blah. And I didn't choreograph. I didn't plan, I didn't rehearse. So, and my mind is still in the tumbling, in the moving mood. So maybe this is not very clear thought, but let's just say it and talk and blah 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 as much as we go. So there was one friend said maybe this is a touchy topic, but would like to hear something about teenager depression. And also I received one message from a very nice person. I do not see her face. I think from her username is a young girl, and for whatever reason, it just brings very good, positive vibe and very, very touching message. So I would like to talk about that also. That is about anxiety of going outside, because of anxiety that she does not want to go outside, afraid of outdoor, because of used to be a happy young person, and now because of the situation, because of the society changed into such a situation, or heard from news, whatever reason, just afraid of going outside. So I will talk about this kind of sad and depressed and stressful, frustrated feeling, and the feeling of hopeless, the feeling of incapable, the feeling of unable to reach, to satisfy, to fulfill oneself, your own self. You feel that desperation. So depression is not only for teenager, depression is for everyone. Everyone has good time, has bad time. I have bad time. You have bad time. Everyone has bad time. You are not alone. And it's important that when you know you have this bad time, you have this fear, you have this anxiety, everyone has. But it's important that you understand it and get away from it, that you can wake up yourself and stand awake and walk away from it. So the other day I was talking with one student. There were students came into the classroom and they said, "Oh, being teenager is so boring." And I said, yes. If you do not have a goal, if you do not have pressure, if you do not have the right amount of pressure and goal and motivation, life really sucks, because you do not know what is your next why do you live, right? And we live because we have goals, small goal, reachable goal, and some goal that cannot be reached for whatever reason. We have goals step by step. My goal is, or your goal is, to finish your work today, to eat a good meal, to wear a decent clothes, or to wear a clothes but with a decent spirit and with good spirit, and live a positive life, or just be good to yourself. Now I have another goal, is not only good to myself but also good to others. But anyway, you need to have a goal. And I remember when I was teenager age, I also feel very, very anxiety, very depressed, very boring, because all my life is to take exam. You know, in China, we have this college entrance examination, and you have to work hard to pass that examination. And at home, you are not. If you want to do anything, family will not allow you to do anything. You are not allowed to cook. You are not allowed to wash your clothes. You are not allowed to clean up the house. Maybe clean up house in 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Anyway, you are not doing anything. All your job, all your life is about taking exam, and it's so boring. And nowadays, the life condition is so good. You do not need to work to make money. It's really, you do not have a goal. You do not have something that you can see. It is very, very frustrating. And I think to get away from this depression, or solve the problem of this depression, is to set up goals and motivate yourself with those goals. You are forced to live another person's life. You are forced to live the dream of your parents. You are forced to live the idea of your teacher, of others. You never had a chance to live your own life. Do what you need to do, but also give yourself the joy of life. For example, if you are a student, you have to study. This is your life. This is your job. You have to do it. There's no escape from it. But you can adjust the time and make it more meaningful and livable for you. For example, you like to play game, or you like to draw, or you like to paint, or you like to run, or you like to do sports, you like to play basketball, you like to play soccer, or do whatever things. You have your own little hobby, your collection or something. And you make sure, or you separate your life with these two things. One is you have to do your obligation, that is to go to school. to study. I know go to school is very often time is not a fun thing. If you stuck with a teacher like myself, gosh, your life, you have to suffer it. I know. Yeah. And but you have to do it. Do what you have to do, your obligation, and leave some time for your own fun, your own enjoyment, your own enrichment. You can separate your time by having more time to play your own interest during normal time and examination time. You put your full energy in the examination time. Do I make sense? Now the education is like this. Not the education is like this. Now teachers want you, or your parents want you to have a good score, right? A good GPA or good score. And those things you can do with the last few days to pass the exam and get a good score. The rest of the time, you can still have fun. Do I make sense? Maybe this is not a good advice. Anyway, so arrange your time so that you fulfill your obligation, but also you have your own fun. And life is dull, is dark if you do not have passion. You have to have passion. You have a passion for something. And this passion I cannot judge. Nobody can judge. Only yourself can judge. That is something to motivate you, to make you wake up in the morning and want to do something. And there is no right or wrong. There is not much right or wrong. There is right or wrong also. It cannot be damaging other people. It cannot be at the price of other people's happiness. Right? You cannot make other people suffer to let yourself enjoy. You enjoy, and other people was not disturbed, or are not disturbed, or are not influenced, then it's okay, right? And gosh, it's so. I didn't think about it very much. Have a passion and make small goals. If you are an F student, your goal is not to achieve A overnight. Your goal is that you pick up a book, pick up a pencil, and start to do some work. If you are a B student, your goal may be becoming A. If you like to do something, play game, drawing, or a certain skill to improve slowly, gradually make some visible result, so that you can see every day you make some result. Let's say you open up, if you are older than 13, 14 years old, you open up a YouTube channel. Your goal might be, because I have a YouTube channel, so I know how it works. So your goal may be from 1 subscriber to 10 subscribers. Not from 1 subscriber over time, overnight you become a hit video and become trending. No, that is not your goal. That is too far away. To become trending is something that you cannot pursue. It's only the chance that heaven give you, is not what you can work out to get. Make your goal that you can work out to achieve. From 1 subscriber to 10 subscriber. This you can achieve. And because that nobody can help you if you do not have a passion, if you do not have a motivation from yourself. We came to this world. Everyone has a purpose. Everyone has a place. This place may not be becoming rich. This place may not be becoming famous. But everyone has a place in this world. I have my place. I am not famous. I am not rich. I am not good looking. I am me. And my family is not complete without me. My parents will be sad if I do not exist. And I am so important in my family. I am so important in my job at this moment. Of course, they can find another art teacher. They can find another person. But at this moment, today, I do not go to work. They need to find a substitute. They have hard time. So, you are important. No matter what role you are in, you are important. You are important to 1 person, or to 2 persons, or to more than 2 persons, more than many persons. You have your role in this society, and you have great value. We all have great value in that particular sense. Okay, another thing is about effort. Life without pressure, life without effort is very boring. Going to having holiday is prison. Because you have nothing to do. You lost your routine life. It's very lost. You are very lost. I am very lost. You have to have something to do. I have to have something to do. If I am on vacation, I need to make sure Monday I go to grocery shopping. Tuesday I go to museum. Wednesday I go to I go to library. Thursday I go to some place. I need to have a goal. I need to have an agenda. Make sure you have an agenda to write down those little things you need to check out, and then cross out cross out. Oh, this job I have done, and the other job I have not yet done. So make sure that you have these reachable goals and resultful goals that you can achieve and make effort to it. So the other day we had a vacation, and food is prepared, and everything is prepared. I had nothing to do. I feel that there is no use for my existence. I only sit there to eat, to clean some dish. That is not fun. And then the other day I made Chinese dumpling. Start to cut the meat and cut the onion, make the dough, and make the dumpling. A whole day, 5 hours work. I was so happy because I have things to do. You have to have things to do. We have to have things to do. Life has a purpose. This purpose is embedded in the things. In the things we are, in the projects we are doing, in the little detail, small steps we go through. Without those things, it's boring. You go to a party that you do not know people, you just want to go social. It's boring. It's boring like no end, because you do not have a particular goal. But if I go to a technical seminar, for example, I go to some seminar, some meetup, I have a goal. Today I want to know one thing. For example, there was a video makers meetup. I want to know how this video was made and what equipment. The other day I want to know how this equipment works. Every time make sure you have one very particular, very precise goal. I only want to, this time I want to see VR. How is VR? The other time I want to know augmented reality. And don't plan to talk about if you are not a good talkative social person. Don't bother to talk with other people, because it's for me, talking with other people is it's very, very, very hard for me. But if I have something there, I can talk. If I go to a party and just another person, if I say, hello, how are you, what's your name? No, not what's your name. What is your interest? I don't know what to talk about. I just cannot start a dialogue. But if there is something that I'm genuinely interested, I can talk. If there is one particular dish, let's say, tomate à la provençale, if there is a particular dish that I'm interested, I can talk. I can open up my phone, check image, and search for the information about that particular thing and start to talk, because I have a genuine interest in one particular thing. Only talking to people with no goal is suffering for me. It's a big suffering for me. So, I was depressed because I had nothing to do. I was not depressed because I had something to do. When you are a machine, I am a machine, we are a human machine. When our human brain, our human hand, body start to activate and start to move, start to do things, and start to engage in doing things, we are active, we are alive. And if there is no need for that, we are dead. We are spiritually dead, or we are just so boring. So you have to find something to make you move, to make you move. You are a teenager. What do you do usually? I don't know. Teenager. You need to do your homework, right? So just search online for the answer. Search, let's say mathematics, because I love math. Search decimal, search Wolfram, search for answer. When you find the answer, copy it 10 times, it becomes part of your brain and you understand, right? And that's about learning. The learning from teacher is to copy from the teacher. Learning from internet is copy from internet. And you copy a few times, and then your brain start to process it and start to understand. And you can have a connection with this piece of knowledge, and become good at it. And so this is mostly what I would like to say about teenager depression, about any depression, is to find something to do. Do you have something you are interested to do? Make the smallest, easiest thing. Clean up your table. Clean up your floor. If your table is very clean, buy a flower or pick up some flower to decorate. Find some little teeny tiny little things that motivate your brain and engage your brain and ignite the spark from your brain, and revive your energy, your spirit. Go run, go to swim. I came back today and I went to swim. I feel so good. And that is something that I'm really proud, that I swim. I make sure I swim every day. It's been 3 months. I have taken shower only one time at home. The rest, I swim. I do not take shower at home. I make myself a goal that do not take shower at home because I want to swim. I make a rule. Yes, not only you need to have goal, but also you have to have your own discipline. Have a discipline. Today, I do not eat this. I do not eat. I must eat this. I must eat. Today, I must drink a cup of water. Drink a cup of water. Today, I am not eating that that particular food, that junk food that make you happy, but you know it's wrong. Don't do that. Yeah, make yourself a rule. And after 3 days, you are so good you didn't eat it. Reward yourself with junk food. Okay, so make goal, make agenda, make discipline, so that you are active in your life. I think I will continue this video with that anxiety of outdoor. When we are active, our brain is actively engaged in doing things, not in our illusion. When we are quiet inside, we start to dream. And we start to make bad dreams sometimes, right? We start to have this illusion that everything is wrong. No, when you do things, when you are busy doing things, those illusions will disappear, will have no place in your brain, will have no room in your brain cell. So, do things and make step-by-step goals. You always stay at home, right? Stay in your bed, right? The first goal, get out of your bed. Make 3 turns walk in your. The next day, go out, buy 3 bananas. The next day, go out, buy 4 cabbage. So every day, a little bit further, a little bit further. Buy lipstick, buy clothing, buy shoes, or go to see different places. First day, go with your family. Maybe some of your family member is not your most favorite. Don't let him get away from this person. Get away from him. There are people toxic. Get away from him. No matter what blood, kinship relation you are with him. Away from him. Connect yourself with good people with good vibe, with good energy. Don't stay with toxic people with negative energy. It drags you down, and you go to dark place. So pick up some books and do not watch drama, do not watch sad movies. There are great Oscar movies, very sad. Don't watch it. Watch comedy, watch shallow movie, watch decent anime, a cartoon movie. Just lift up your spirit and slowly get yourself the courage and the drive to go out. Start to do makeup. Once you do makeup, you will need new colors for your lip for your eyeshadow, and then you need to go out. Anyway, find a reason that is most appropriate for you to be away from your dark cycle. Do I make sense? Gosh, I should go to sleep, but the more I talk, the more I become excited. I become an empty talker. Oh yes, another thing. If you really, some friends, some young people really cannot find a particular thing to do, I do have a homework for you. Can you comment how I can improve my video? Why my video only have 300 views? I made so much effort. I think my message deserves to be heard by more people. Can you give me some comments what I can do? And another thing I would like to suggest to you is to post and link my video on social media, on Reddit, on different places. I'm thinking maybe this is a good idea. So that spread the words. It helps me and it helps you because you have things to do. When people writing comments, oh, Yang Haiying, she's speaking broken English. How dare she make such video? As if she's a sage, she's a wise person, a smart person. She's actually does not know anything. And then you can stand up and to defend me, right? You can make an argument with those people who does not like me. We can make a team. Then you will be busy in practicing your debating skill, your arguments, and fighting back. Punch him right in virtually, right in the, yes, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I wish you a happy evening. And we all have bad time. It's normal. Always happy, always nice, always good is fake. It's not true. It's not true. You are just right. You are perfect with your own imperfection. I love you.